the story of the movie A Quiet Place Part 2. So spoilers ahead. The movie starts with Lee arriving at the store. The mad lad doesn't care about the red light. Inside, he grabs some groceries. He sees the owner watching news about a meteor that fell in Shanghai. He then goes to the baseball field to watch a game of his son's team. The whole family uses sign language since the teenage daughter can't hear. The game goes on, and suddenly, Emmett's radio starts to make some noise. Then a dog starts barking, and suddenly everyone looks at the sky and sees something falling. It looks like a meteor. The game is stopped and everybody starts to leave. Evelyn, Lee's wife, takes the sons in her car. Only Regan, the daughter, goes with her father Lee. They both get in the car as everybody keeps watching and standing in the street, watching the meteor falling down. Ronnie, the policeman, arrives and Lee asks him about what's going on. He says that they sent a unit to check, and suddenly something comes out of nowhere and slams into the police car. Lee runs and gets in the car, where his deaf daughter asks what happened. When she sees people running around, all the same time, his wife, Evelyn, is driving her car with the boys, and she is attacked by the creature. She tries to run away, but she crashes her car. Lee and his daughter saw them and stopped to check on them, but the creatures attack and they run and hide inside a restaurant with the others. Because of this girl and her damn phone, the creature breaks in and starts killing people. Lee runs out from the back with his daughter. Outside, the cop Ronnie shoots the alien, but it has no effect and the creature kills him instantly. Then we go back to the events right after the end of the first movie, with Lee dying to protect his family, Evelyn giving birth while under attack by the creature, and Regan discovers a way to kill them using her hearing device. Now, Evelyn and the children are preparing to leave their quiet place. She puts the baby in a box and brings an oxygen bottle to help him breathe, while Regan gets a map. After walking a while, they venture into unknown territories. They reach a factory covered under heavy vegetation. After getting caught by a noise trap, they run as the creature soon comes. Someone is watching them through a sniper scope. Marcus is caught in a bear trap and is about to let a scream. Then his mother covers his mouth. Regan uses her earpiece to create a sharp noise that drives the creature crazy, as it drives them to open up their head in pain. Evelyn then shoots it with the rifle and blows its head up. The creature falls dead. After that, they run inside the factory and a mysterious man intercepts them. He helps them to escape the alien creature and takes them to his hideout, where they hide inside a furnace and wait. He asks Evelyn to take her kids and go away. She recognizes the man, who is Emmett, her husband's friend from the beginning of the movie. She pleads for him to help them. After the danger was gone, they all left the furnace. Evelyn treated her son's wound, and Regan gave him headphones to listen to the static radio sounds to help him relax, while Emmett asks about how they killed the monster, since he never saw one dead before. After she asked him about his family, he told her that his kids died the day of the attack and his wife 11 days after that from sickness. It appears that Emmett knew that they lived close by, but he never thought of checking on them, even after he saw the fire at their house. But he justified his actions by telling them that the people who survived became dangerous and not worth saving. Marcus starts hearing music playing on the radio and alerts the others. Evelyn is shocked, but Emmett seems to have heard it before. It was a song called Beyond the Sea. Marcus thinks maybe there are people left, but Emmett tells them nothing is left, then asks them to leave tomorrow. In the night, Regan wakes up her brother and they both go inside the furnace. She tells him that the song is a signal. The name of the song, Beyond the Sea, is literally someone telling them to look for an island. Regan looks for a nearby island with radio station and she found one. Regan wants to go there and use the radio station to broadcast the earpiece noise. She wants to save everyone. Marcus says that it's dangerous and she should not go, and she gets mad. Next day, Marcus woke up to a note telling him to keep listening to the radio. Regan was gone. Evelyn then pressures Emmett to go and bring her back. Poor guy only wanted to stay alone and survive. Regan followed the train track until she found an actual train. Inside there were a lot of corpses. She then finds a medkit and ends up making noise after trying to grab it. A creature arrives. She uses then her earpiece, then shoots it, but she misses and the creature comes for her. She is about to be killed when someone's killed the creature. It was Emmett. They both run away and hide inside the train station, where Emmett tells her he is here to take her back. Back in the factory, Evelyn sees that the oxygen bottle, the one she uses to help the baby breathe inside the box, is almost empty. The next day, back in the train station, Regan is sleeping. She then wakes up and realizes that her earpiece is gone. She doesn't find Emmett, and after thinking he took her earpiece, she falls down crying. But Emmett shows up. It appears he only took her tools to protect himself while he looked for a boat, which he found. In the factory, Evelyn is about to leave the hideout. Her son protests, but she tells him she must go get what they need, or else they will be in a lot of trouble. Then she leaves. Now we will be following 3 timelines: Evelyn, Emmett and Regan, and Marcus. Evelyn visits her dead son's memorial. Meanwhile, Emmett and Regan cross the bridge and are close to the island. In the hideout, Marcus is left alone looking after the baby. He sings him a lullaby to make him sleep. Then he puts the baby in the box and closes the box. Regan and Emmett reach a town with a pier. There are still yachts and boats in it. Marcus leaves the hideout and goes upstairs and looks around. Evelyn reaches the store and is picking medicine and bandages. Emmett and Regan find a yacht, but they saw a shadow running around and they followed it, and they find a little girl. Emmett approaches her, but when she looks up, she suddenly puts a rope around his neck. In the factory, Marcus discovers the dead body of Emmett's wife, and after the shock, he falls back and makes a lot of noises. In the pier, Emmett has now a net full of cowbells on him. Regan wants to help, but he tells her to stay back. Other people start coming out, and they grab her. In the factory, Marcus is running back to the hideout, followed by the cries of the creatures coming for his stupid derriere. He gets in the hideout and closes the hatch. His mother is on her way back with 2 bottles of oxygen. The creature is breaking the steel hatch. Marcus gets the baby inside the furnace and brings the radio and headphones too. When he closes the furnace, he forgets to put the towel on the lock, and so the door closes on him from outside. He soon realizes he's out of air and panics and starts banging on the door. Evelyn is outside the factory. She notices the noises and starts running. The creature now is inside the hideout. In the pier, the crazy people began to strip Regan of her clothes. Emmett can't move because of the bell on his body. In the factory, things are getting worse. Marcus is struggling to breathe. He is forced to share the almost empty oxygen bottle with the baby, while his mother makes noise and attracts creatures to her. In the pier, the crazy man takes Regan's earpiece and drags her away. Emmett makes a hand sign, telling her to dive in the water. With her gun, Evelyn shoots the oxygen bottle near the creature, engulfing it in the explosion. The creature is unharmed. In the pier, after Regan dived, Emmett grabs the crazy man, making a lot of noises in the process. The creatures start coming instantly and starts wreaking havoc. Emmett then ties the man to the pole and stabs him in the leg. The man screams in pain, and the creature attacks him while Emmett jumps in the water. In the factory, the fire sprinklers activates. It covers the sound of Evelyn's steps as she walks around the creature. In the furnace, Marcus puts the oxygen mask back on the baby and lies down crying. Evelyn then gets down and she opens the furnace and wakes up her son, and they all hide inside. Emmett is in the water now. He finds out that the creatures can swim. Regan helps him get into a boat. Once he gets in, he pulls the earpiece out of his mouth. He and Regan sail away to the island. After reaching the island, they discover that the people there are living normal lives. talking, making noise as much as they want. A man tells Emmett he is glad that he understood the message behind the song, but Emmett tells him it was Regan actually. Then the man tells him about how they got on the island, how after discovering that the creatures can't swim, they started sending people on boats. But because of human stupidity, everyone wanted to get in, and they made a lot of noise attracting the creatures, and so only 2 out of 12 boats left that day. Emmett tells him why he came here and gives him the earpiece. After a while, Emmett was on the shore reminiscing about his family, when then he notices strange noise. After checking up, he found that one of the yachts that had the creature on it had drifted to the island. He runs back fast to the town, but the creature reaches there too and starts killing people. Emmett and Regan with the other man get in the car. They start honking and driving away, dragging the creature away from the town. They reach the radio station. The man is attacked and dragged by the monster. Emmett and Regan get inside fast, but the creature breaks in through the door and gets in too. They hide and try to sneak to the studio. Meanwhile, in the factory, Evelyn, who is low on oxygen, opens the furnace door for them to breathe. Regan gets inside the studio. The creature is close by. In the factory, Evelyn goes out and grabs the bag, but the creature arrives. She runs and gets inside the furnace and tries to close the door, but the creature doesn't let her. In the station, Regan makes noise when she opens the broadcast room door and the alien attacks, but she doesn't know. Emmett jumps in to save her and is injured in his leg, but manages to close the door on Regan. She then uses her earpiece to push the creature back, and she activates the live broadcast in the station. The creature starts to get closer and closer and is about to attack. Back in the factory, the alien is attacking Evelyn and her children inside the furnace. She is hit in her leg and screams. Right at that moment, Regan slams her earpiece against the station microphone. The noise is broadcasted and the creature is driven crazy. While at the factory, Marcus notices the noise on the radio and knows that Regan had succeeded. At the same time, Regan with the steel pipe and Marcus with the gun and the radio in his hand, they walk up to the creatures and both kill them. In the studio, the earpiece noise keeps playing live. Maybe that will bring an end to the alien invasion. And that was the end of the movie. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and see you next time.